Welcome to the Create with Katrina Julia show by Fit Life Creation, where we talk all the things on wellness, faith, marketing, business, and travel to create a life and business you love. I've been there, friend. I've walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and bondage to freedom, along with transformation in every area of my life. I'm right here with you, walking along on my own path to creating. So tune in so that you learn how to create a life and business you love, hands-on. Let's create it. Faith-based entrepreneurship and igniting your business with purpose and inspiration. In the world of entrepreneurship, there is a profound journey that goes beyond the path of the pursuit of profits. With faith-based entrepreneurship as a multi-passionate entrepreneur, business is fused with purpose, with inspiration, and a strong foundation on faith. This is where we start to fuse faith with finances, with business, with fitness, with every area of life, because when it is the foundation, it is the foundation, it is the fusion. We explore the transformative power of faith-based entrepreneurship, and I'll be sharing some captivating examples that some I've shared recently and some are new. Like you may have tuned in to my video on my YouTube channel or the show on how I was picked from 1 million+ people to be on NBC's Apprentice and ultimately ended up a consultant. How last month I submitted on a leap of faith to the Survivor show. So hopefully I'll be sharing more on that soon. And also last month, in the month of June 2023, I submitted for a $1 million investor opportunity with 43 North. And I'll share more on that on an episode coming up. And I learned about that via Graham and Walker and their newsletter. And then, of course, creating an all-in-one lifestyle brand, and how the journey of entrepreneurship and faith-based entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart, no matter what you believe, but faith helps with such a firm foundation. If you haven't listened to my series on the warrior woman on the show and or read about it on the blog, I highly encourage you do so. And a number of other faith series you can also find slotted on the blog by themes, as well as on my YouTube channel. So get ready to embark on a soulful entrepreneurial journey that will ignite your business with passion and purpose. So the power of faith in life and in business is that it is an unwavering belief that our purpose and our business is guided by a higher purpose. And when we infuse our faith into our daily actions, into our daily decisions, it becomes easier from the aspect of we are clear, we are pulling from the unknown and the yet to be seen. Like Hebrews 11:1 says, it is faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. We're tapping into a wellspring of inspiration, resilience, and values that shape us daily. And do I have hard moments? Abso-freaking-lutely. But I can tell you, without my faith, I probably, not even probably, I would have lost my mind a long time ago with some of the circumstances that I've walked through, whether it's been leaving in the middle of a global pandemic, whether it's been financial challenges, familial challenges, so many different things. And so, with that, like when I look back on, creating an all in one lifestyle brand and having the vision of, creating an all in one lifestyle brand with health, wealth, business in one, tips, tools, and tech, and, having that come to mind and to vision, and without vision, the people perish, back in 2014. So, part of my story, if you don't know, is I lost over 55 pounds 7+ years ago and also became alcohol free. And this powerful manifestation came to me a fit, follow, love, and all we do, impact people and transform the mind. And step by step by step, building the foundation, the strategy, the stability and the growth, building the strategy, the structure, and the systems from, from the media with the blog and the shows and social media, to the freebies that you see in our freebie library, to the courses, to the retreats, to the brand engagements, to reshifting this year to create it, to realize like that it is positioned and designed to focus on creators to CEOs who crave creating community and cash. And every single thing starts with a leap of faith. It starts with the one podcast, the one blog post, the one social media post, the one freebie, the one action to connect with community deeper. Another example that I shared on the blog and on the show is, the NBC Apprentice experience I had. NBC Apprentice started, I think, back in circa 2003 or around there. I applied in 2005. I was picked from 1.2 million plus applicants, and I sent in my videotape because I wasn't able to go in person. And then I was in the final 50 for I think it was season 4 or 6. It was with Rebecca and the guy from MIT that broke his foot. Right now I'm flip-flopping on the seasons. But in any event, I ultimately got picked to be a consultant on the preseason with another group of about 15 plus people, and going through tasks and advising the executive producers, working in Trump Tower, working all around New York City. It was literally like an NBA on steroids. You can tune into that on the show or hear me and see me talk about it on the video on my YouTube channel. Then, like I shared, it's a daily walk of faith. It's, yes, I have crazy faith, like Pastor Michael Todd talks about in the vision to impact and influence 1 million to 1 billion creators to CEOs on the planet. But again, it starts with the one action. You who are listening, you who leaves a review on the show, you who tags me or tags us. And, in June, and I started this series in 2023 where I share snapshots on my emails of different areas of focus on faith, wellness, marketing, biz, or travel that you can get when you subscribe. And then I also, both on the blog and show, share creator confessions where I dive deep into what happened the prior month, whether it's me talking about my phrase for the year, my word for the year. Like this year, it's I'm divinely disciplined, and I'm learning so much about myself on alignment, consistency, thoughts versus actions, and realigning, and then also giving myself grace to pick the unpopular path, the point of view that doesn't resonate with many people. Like I moved out of my apartment about a month ago in Buckhead and have been helping a friend out in Marietta, and I'm helping them out for another month. And then I decided, okay, I'm traveling again. And then how can I fuse and create a lifestyle that lights me up to where I have both the stability and the travel, but the flexibility and the freedom so that I'm not locked into a year-long lease, right? So I discovered platform one, I'm creating co-living and retreats further. So you can check that out at fitlifecreation.com/retreats. 2, I'm submitting for communities like Wi-Fi Tribe to be a leader. 3, I'm fusing different aspects of life, like with platforms like Hello Landing or platforms like Outside or Wi-Fi Tribe or Remote Year, and both choosing what I want to create, how I want to live between travel and or having the flexibility, say, to be potentially in either a film residency that I applied for 7 plus film residencies all around the world with Selena Hotel yesterday, and or live a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months in a Hello Landing, say in Miami, with fully furnished with $14.95 a month. You can check out my referral codes on the 75 plus tools and resources to create what you love, so that I don't experience a winter. Like, I realized last year being back in Atlanta, even though Atlanta doesn't have anywhere near the winter, say, of New York or Upper East Coast or Switzerland or France, or some countries do. But I realize the gray and the cold and the weather massively impacts me when I'm there, when I'm in that space for a longer period of time. And then I also realized I crave community radically, to not only create it, be immersed in it. And why not lean into that? So, along those lines, I submitted last month as well to Survivor. So, I have watched several episodes of Survivor. And those of you that have tuned in or listened how I traveled full time 2020 through 2022, or know that I have done canyoning, free diving, scuba diving, surfing, and I'm an avid adventurer, that obviously being on a show potentially like Survivor is completely in alignment. So I found out about the Survivor casting call from PTO/paid travel opportunities from Gabby at Pax Light. I submitted to her travel abroad grant in May. I did not end up getting one of the 3 slots, but I avidly enjoyed the process. I loved her heart behind it. I attended the live where she revealed the 3 winners. So I highly, highly recommend you subscribe to her email list to learn all about paid travel opportunities all around the world. So I submitted to Survivor after I learned about it, or was reminded about it via her newsletter. And I loved creating, the video talking about why I would be great to be on the show. And obviously, as a faith-based entrepreneur, or as someone that believes in taking leaps of faith, this is an example of strength and resilience in the face of challenges, simply by applying and celebrating myself and celebrating yourself when you take those leaps of faith. So, not being so attached to the outcome. What I've learned more and more and more is what is for me is for me. And sometimes things happen faster than I thought. Like, I never would have imagined traveling the world full time in the middle of a pandemic. And then sometimes things happen slower than you think. Like, I aimed to be fit and healthy for years, but it took me 10 plus years to finally stabilize and lose 55 plus pounds between 2013 through 2014. Now, I know the average person who, we include tip tools and tech and health, wealth, and business and all of our experiences online and live. 2, the average person who uses Herbalife Nutrition as one of our tools loses a half a pound to a pound a week with the healthy, active lifestyle. And so I'm reminded of that to focus on the daily aligned action as I think about the business. I think about faith. I think about community. I think about finances. I think about financial freedom. Speaking of, another opportunity that I mentioned at the beginning of this episode was 43 North. 43 North, you can Google them. It is an opportunity to be granted a $1 million with an incredible accelerator and cohort and investment opportunity in Buffalo, New York. And basically, You submit a lengthy application process along with a short intro 1-minute video on your business, on your mission, on your vision, with your pitch deck. And if you end up being chosen as a finalist, you go to Buffalo in October to present with the other finalists. And then if you are selected ultimately as a finalist, you are required, you and your key, at least half of your key roles in your company, to relocate to Buffalo, New York for a year. Now you might wonder, okay, Katrina, you just talked about how you don't like the cold, you don't like, et cetera. But here's what I weighed out when I evaluated this incredible opportunity. Number one, is that it is aligned to an incredible community of entrepreneurs, creators, investors that is concentrated in a location with a city that is avidly supporting not only entrepreneurship, but this incredible investment opportunity and incredible organizations like universities and hotels and hospitals that are readily engaging, inviting, and accepting different new business endeavors. So their minds are open to it, like an all-in-one lifestyle brand, like a co-living opportunity. And a year passes by, like literally like a snap of a fingers. Like, I don't know about you, but I feel like, from now, July 2nd till from July last year, it passed by so quickly. Two, it would give such an opportunity to be immersed in that area, close to New York City as well. And I am able to travel up to basically a week, 2 weeks at a time. So I could continue to test other markets. I could continue to test and do other things. And then the other thing is there's an incredible co-working community. They have where the office and locations and different events are located, the co-working community, it's in the Towers building, and you can live there and then co-work there in the same building. So again, it's immersion and community. And then the support is what drew me. And then of course the $1 million, because the $1 million spread out over 4 to 5 payments would avidly also help with the flow and ease and implementation in the meantime. And of course, that took, again, a leap of faith. And isn't that what this is all about? Is the leap of faith. So, and then last but not least, you also heard me talk about this, is the community, is the network, is the engagement. So faith-based entrepreneurship goes far beyond your typical business practices by infusing passion, purpose, people, and profits into every aspect of life and business. With the examples that I've given you, from the creation of an all-in-one lifestyle brand to NBC Apprentice to Survivor to 43 North, this is but a tip of the iceberg on the faith that it takes on a daily basis. As faith-based entrepreneurs, let us embrace our convictions, stay true to our values, and let our purpose and our businesses become light, become salt and light to be the change in the world. And if you are not a believer, that is perfectly okay. Know that I am here for you. Know that whether you connected with me on social media, on marketing, on travel, on business, on finances, on wellness, that is perfect. Know that I still pray for you. I pray for every creator to CEO who crosses my path, who will cross my path. And I pray that this also helps you see that perhaps your past experiences with faith or your perceptions of faith or faith-based people may not have been all that there is, that there are different faith-based people and faith-based communities beyond potentially the experiences you have had or what you may have been led to believe. Because at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer of Galatians 5:22, that the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. And against such things, there is no law. And I think at the end of the day, every single person on the planet would believe that those are the ultimate pillars of faith, and that you, by listening to this, and especially this far in, you would not reject love, joy, peace, patience, any of those things. So I hope that you enjoyed the show, and I hope that you leave a review on the show so that others may discover the show Create It Like a Boss as well. And as always, friends, remember, create, transform, and inspire, because you are born to. All the things on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel, so you create a life and business you already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagements. Let's create it.